with you the World Leprosy Day with its 2023 theme, Act Now and Leprosy. World Leprosy Day is an annual event and celebrated worldwide to remind everyone on the disease and its affliction on humanity from about 4,000 years old till today. As one of the 18 formally recognized neglected tropical diseases, leprosy or Hansen disease, together with other NTDs, have been estimated by the World Health Organization to affect nearly 1.5 billion people in 149 countries around the world today. In many of these countries, NTDs represent a large hidden disease burdens among some of the poorest communities, and disproportionately affect children, women, and people with disabilities. The disease is seen to flourish in communities with poor housing and sanitation, unsafe water, and limited access to basic health care. They hinder development, keeping individuals and communities trapped in poverty. Leprosy is a disease that has been associated with stigma and discrimination among its sufferers and their families. It's on this aspect that a French writer and humanitarian, Mr. Raoul Forel, chose the last Sunday of January to celebrate World Leprosy Day, as it also coincided with the death of Mahatma Gandhi in 1948, who had contributed a lot to the care and welfare of leprosy patients. The annual event was first celebrated in 1954 to advocate for those affected by the disease, and this year is the 70th time the event will be celebrated. I also understand that in 2023 is also the 150th anniversary of the discovery of M. leprae, the positive agent for leprosy, by the Norwegian physician Gerhard Hansen on February 28, 1873. Fiji has its own well-documented history of dealing with leprosy, or vuka vuka in the Itoke language. The Catholic missions in Fiji, and in particular the missionary sisters of the Society of Mary and the Vuke Vuke sisters, dedicated their lives for the mission of caring for patients with leprosy from Fiji and the region. They established themselves and their exemplary humanitarian services at Makongai Island in the Lomaiwiti group with the establishment of the Leprosy Hospital in 1911. At that time, there was no effective treatment or cure, so quarantine was the only solution, until 1948, when dapsone was discovered and as a cure for the disease. It is also recorded that some of the cases eventually contracted the disease and succumbed to the disease as well. The Ministry of Health eventually took over the responsibility in the 1990s with the establishment of the PJ Tumi Hospital as a dedicated hospital for leprosy. I acknowledge the Fijian medical officers, nurses, and health personnel who took over the leadership roles in the leprosy control program in Fiji over the last 3 to 4 decades. Doctors such as Dr. Karuru, Dr. Ndaulak, Dr. Foy, to name a few. They have worked hard to enhance the services and break down the stigma and leprophobia associated with the illness. I therefore salute all those hundreds of dedicated individuals who have contributed to the leprosy control and care in Fiji in more than 100 years, from the Makongai Leprosarium to the PJ Tumi Hospital. The Ministry of Health and Medical Services, with the support of the government, will continue to fight for a Leprosy Free Fiji. Although you continue to detect 4 to 7 new cases annually, I have confidence in our staffs here at the Leprosy and Dermatology Department that they will lead us with their expertise, knowledge, and skills to achieve our mission. The theme for this year is quite appropriate, that we must act now. I have also been advised that they are managing patients from our neighboring Pacific Island countries, and this speaks volume of the role of the Tamabo Tumi Hospital is playing in the care of leprosy patients in the region. The establishment of the Pacific Dermatology Training Center in 2019 is a significant step forward in strengthening our collective effort to eradicate leprosy from Fiji and the region, and also continue to develop and strengthen our regional, academic and professional network and relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, leprosy is now preventable, treatable and curable. I acknowledge the World Health Organization for their leading role, supporting the country with the free medications, multi-drug therapy, and evidence-based advice on leprosy control activities. Leprosy also disfigures and debilitating disabilities which will require our ongoing effort and support for their care and well-being. I acknowledge the Pacific Leprosy Foundation of New Zealand for their commitment and support towards this cause, and they have played an integral part in supporting our patients and former patients in educational needs, housing needs, farming needs, and small business to support their families. To all our patients and relatives and friends who had gone through the ordeal of stigmatization and discrimination, we are all here for you. And may I repeat the statement by Honorable Prime Minister earlier this year, and I quote, "Let love shine." This message of love should guide and lead our work every day, and we strive towards our target in eradicating leprosy in our midst. To conclude, may I wish the Leprosy and Dermatology Tamawa Hospital team all the success plans for leprosy eradication program, and of course to our partners for their continuous assistance. Again, a happy World Leprosy Day. Lalabalavu.